Hello people, welcome to this new video. I'm Srinidhi here. So today we gonna learn a very new topic, that is your instruction set. So module 2 in your syllabus, as per your syllabus you have instruction set. Of course, if we neglect just a module wise, I think the core ARM 7 consists of huge instruction set which you should be eager to know all the instruction set. Of course, we have different types of instruction set. We shall try to encounter one by one each. Okay, so before I start with the instruction set, just 2 minutes, I require your time. So just in 2 minutes, I'll just give you the juice of the whole instruction or the whole module. Okay, if you understand this, I think it will be definitely a cakewalk for you people. Okay, so bear with me for 2 minutes. Okay, see, if you have observed here, please don't look at the board. Please don't look at the board. See, in board I have written so many instructions. Okay, don't look at the board at all. I think you just look at the first column, very first column which I have written. Okay, here I have a list of few instructions. We call this as conditional codes. Okay, what do you mean by conditional codes? In 8051 or 8086, those are all unconditional codes which we can use with only your arithmetic or logical instructions. See, it's somewhat like that. We have a code which can be appended, or with the use of previous instruction we can just add those instruction. Here all the instructions are unconditional codes, so any instruction if you take in ARM can be joined with all these set of instructions. Okay, I'll repeat it again. Any of the instruction in ARM can be added with those list of instruction. I'll just read out the instruction, name the instruction. Please bear with me. Okay, just try to listen. So BAL is branch if always, branch if BNV is branch if never, never branch. BCS is branch carry set. It means that the previous instruction generates a carry, branch that particular. I'll come, don't worry, don't get panic looking at those instructions. Just listen to me for 2 minutes. Okay, I can give you the gist of whole thing. Just bear with me for 2 minutes. Okay, listen, come on. BVS is overflow, VC is underflow, and BMI is branch if minus, that is the negative flag is set. Branch if plus, a positive flag is set. BEQ, branch if equal, it means that if the previous equation or the previous instruction is equal, you just branch the next instruction. BNE, that is not equal. Okay, BHI, branch if higher. Okay, BHS, that is branch if higher or same. BLO, that is lower or same. Greater than or equal to, less than. And see, this and this whole, I think this whole will be almost similar, all these 8 instructions. Okay, see, I haven't started making you learn the instruction. Please understand me. I just listed out the instruction. So don't be panicked with the new instructions. See, when you are listening for the first time, people like if they look at the instructions, oh shit, I just want to move out of this. Yeah, those instructions said, no my dear friends, I don't get you. I'll just try my effort. I'll give my best to understand you people with those instructions set. So when you look at the board, don't be panicked. One by one instruction, I'll just teach you with all those instructions. See, first I'll just try to take up a small instruction. If you could just see here, I'll just write move R0 comma R1. It means what? The contents of R1 will be moved to the register R0. I think it's familiar. We have already studied this. I'll just manipulate with this instruction. I'll just write moves R0 comma R1. What does it mean? Move. See, there's a difference between move and moves, but the operation is same. what does your move r0 comma r1 will also does the same as your moves r0 comma r1 does. See, understand the operation. Move r0 comma r1 means the contents of r1 will be copied to your register. It will be moved to r0. In the same way, moves does the same way, like the contents of R1 will be moved to R0, indicating that it sets the flag, it sets the status flag to 1. Okay, that is moves R0 comma R1. So the meaning is same. The move also does the same operations like moves, but the status flag is set. Observe this instruction: move EQ R0 comma R1. EQ means what? I said, see, EQ is condition. It's a conditional code. Here I have EQ. It means what? It's equal. Okay. Move EQ R0 comma R1 means what? See, you might get like this, right? It's the general meaning. If you encounter this kind of instruction, it's the general. It's common. Like if I look at the instruction for the first time, what if I'll think like it's like move EQ R0 comma R1 means if the value of R1 is equal to R0, move the value of R. See, it's a rubbish thing, guys. Please understand me. It's not like that. Why am comparing with R0 and R1 and check if those two are equal? I'm just moving the contents again. See, it's a bullshit, right? See, just bear with me. See, move EQ specifies clearly that EQ means it is checking with the previous instruction. Okay, just listen to me. It is checking with the previous instruction. If move R0 comma R1, move the contents of R1 to R0 if the previous instruction is equal. Let us say we had comparison. We had compared with R1 and R2, let us say. If the comparison of R1 and R2 were equal, you will move the content of R1 to R0. I'll repeat it again. If the previous instruction is equal, then you move the content of R1 with R0. I hope so you understood. Okay. So this is quite, this is a small basic introduction I wanted to give you before I start. Okay. Let's start now. See, we have n number of instructions. We have lots and lots and lots of instruction. One by one, we'll go with all the instruction. Will try my level best to cover all the instruction, because in one video I cannot, it's not possible to cover all the instruction in one single video, and of course you guys too get bored like listening to me for an hour like anything. So I shall try to split up this video in n number of videos, so that in first part, second part, and somewhat like that, I'll just try to explain each and types of instruction in different video. So today in this video I'll teach you two types of instruction. One is your data transfer instruction and load and store instruction. These are the first two types I would like to take up for this discussion as per today's in this video. Okay, so the very first type of, let's go. See, just observe the board now. Data transfer instruction, as the name suggests, it is used to transfer the data between what? If your mind comes up with the concept of memory, people, you are just in a wrong way. Please don't go with the memory. We are again going with the register here. Okay. See, I'll just try to give a distinction clearly. We shall go with the examples. Okay, directly with the examples also. Okay. See, in data transfer instruction, I have, see, what is my first instruction I have? See, these are all the examples which I'll give. See, any topic if you want to understand, let's go with huge amount of examples, so that you get a better insight of that particular instruction. You get a better knowledge of that particular instruction. See, listing out the instruction. See, I think Okay, sorry for the interruption. I think we have listed out n number of instructions. If you open the textbook also, we'll be getting huge instructions. Okay, let's not bother about all the instruction, but I am sure that if you open the textbook anytime after watching this video, I think you must be able to make out in such a way that this instruction does this kind of activity. Okay, this is what the operation, it can happen in between that. Okay, so I have list of examples for data flow instructions. See, in data flow instructions, that is my first example, move r0 comma r1. What does this operation move? R0 gets the value of R1. This is very simple. I hope so. This type of question will not be asked in your examination. Don't worry. So second example, we have move R0 comma hash 25h. What does your hash 25h does? Hash 25 means it is the data which you are passing to this particular register. Okay. What kind of data you are passing? You are passing an hexadecimal value to one particular register. Here hash represents a data. Okay, what's the data? It is 25 is the data that you are passing. H represents, it's an hexadecimal number. I think you knew this concept, but still I would like to know. So for those people who are watching this video for the first time before watching the previous videos, I think it would definitely help those people. So here 25, if you observe, you might encounter one type of question. What is the number of bits which it has been limited to? My dear friends, please mind it. Your whole instruction is of 32 bit. So this opcode is of some bits, with this register is of some bits, and here I am fixing this particular data. What is the maximum data I am fixing here? It is an 8-bit immediate values which I can pass. So 8-bit is reserved for only that particular data which can be passed over there. Okay, so this hash 25h can also be represented as 0x25, 0 cross mark 25. The meaning of the instruction is same. Okay, 0x represents the h. It is still it is an hexadecimal value. I hope so you are able to understand now. Okay, we shall go with the third instruction. Okay, so the third instruction we have moves, mov, preceded by with yes here. What does moves do? Move your content of R1 with to R0 and set the flag to 1. Okay, it is setting the flag bit here. Okay, it is the same as your move operation. Next we have move EQ. If the previous condition is equal, if the previous instruction is equal, then you move the content of R1 to R0. Okay, are you able to understand? I'll be not repeating again and again. Understand once. Move EQ. EQ is a conditional code. These are all the conditional code. Anything which I can just attach move NE or move HI or any other list of codes which I have written here. See, the intention I write this code here is to any of the instruction which we'll be discussing in this whole module. I can attach all the codes which I have listed out here. See, it is not only with branch, it can be attached with. Here I can just remove my branch. It is AL is always, next NB is never. It's like somewhat like, it's all the conditional codes which you have. Okay, so come back again. Please don't get deviated from the topic. What is this? Move EQ R0 comma R1 means what? If the previous instruction was equal, then you move the content of R1 to R0. Okay, next move EQS. See, this kind of question that you can definitely expect in your, these kind of instructions you can expect in your examination. Okay, he'll definitely ask these 2 or 3 instruction. Each instruction carries 2 marks. So 5 instruction, it's a 10 marks question or an 8 marks question, 2 marks each. Definitely within span of 5 minutes you can definitely see that you have your 8 or 10 marks exactly inside your pocket. Okay, you can just carry the marks with you. Okay, come back here. Move EQ S R0 comma R1. I'll repeat, I'll explain, I'll tell you the instruction. Just observe. Move the content of R1 to R0 if the previous instruction was equal and then you set the flag to 1. This is what it means. What does it mean? Move the contents of R1 to R0 if the previous content is equal, previous instruction was equal, and then you set the flag. Okay, this is what it means. Next instruction we have MVN R0 comma R1. MVN means what? It is move not. I think you are specifying like you should not move the contents. You might say students in college might ask me this question. Okay, if you don't want to move any contents from one register to another register, just be quiet, sir. Why are you just specifying? No, my dear friends, you please don't mind that. It is not like that. Move not represents that. Move not means R0 is getting the bar of R1, okay, the negation of R1. Let us say your R1 was 0, your R0 will be getting 1, okay, the complement value of that particular register. Okay, why this kind of move not operation is used, okay, we need to know. Okay, we shall try to take up a small example. You have studied in your digital electronics, you have studied the concept of gates. You have the concept of basic gates and derived gate. What do you mean by basic gates? And or not is your basic gates. What do you mean by derived gate? Which is derived through your basic gate with the addition of not, that is your NAND. How does it NAND came? And with not came, we got the NAND gate, right? So NAND and not, okay. Again we have NOR gate, XNOR gate. Okay, similarly for the existing AND or XOR, okay, that is EOR. Okay, I'm sorry. So with this instruction, we'll be adding move not, so that AND with not will be getting your NAND gate. This is what the example that we could find here. Okay, so the instructions are very simple until and unless you sit and understand the instruction once. You please understand the instruction once, so that any if the instruction is lengthy, don't worry about the instruction. Whatever he might ask you in your test or examination, don't worry about your lecturer who has given you the question with big instruction. Just try to dissect the instruction, split into major parts. You come up with your meaning, what it is residing inside the instruction, write your answer, get your full marks. Okay, come on now, come on. See, now we'll be studying this load and store instruction. See, in ARM, we knew that we can only you see, your whole architecture is based on load store model. Okay, so that is what we already knew. Okay, in this load store model, what do you mean by load? We want to copy the contents of one particular register to another. Okay, we want to load it from the memory. Okay, from the data bus, you are copying the contents from the memory to a register. We call this as a load instruction. If we want to copy the contents from the processor to the memory, we call this as store instruction. This is from the memory and to the memory. Okay, just bear with me. Come on. The first instruction that we have, LDR R0 comma square bracket of R1. What does it mean? I think you people people those who have watched my previous videos, sir, why are you telling this? You can just skip the concept? No, my dear friends. So I think you knew the answer, but still I want to repeat those instructions in depth with few more examples so that you will understand the concept very much clearly. See, in load store instruction, come back here, LDR R0 comma R1. Who gets what? Which type of addressing mode it is? First of all, it is immediate addressing mode. Okay, since I have square bracket of R1 here, who gets what? R0 gets the content which is provided by at the location pointed by R1. Okay, I'll repeat it again. R0 gets the data at the location pointed by R1. If let us say R1 contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, Does your R not get the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, my dear friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is an address of some. If your stack which contains this particular address at this particular memory locations, what your value? If your value was 30, the 30 will be copied to this particular R naught. I'll repeat it again. Load R0 comma square bracket of R1 means R0 load the contents, load the data which the register, which the content of the register which is pointed by R1. Okay. Get the data which the location pointed by R1. Okay. So R1 within the square bracket, anything you just repeated, you just shout it yourself. What do you mean by square bracket? Square bracket, it simply means that it is containing the address, nothing else than that. Okay, you just be perfect with this. Next instruction, we have LDRB R0 comma R1. See, we have the data formats in ARM7. I hope so. See, when I was doing that particular video, the video got stuck. I hope so. I'm not sure whether I could complete with that. We have data formats. See, we have three data formats. What is the first? We have 8-bit, we have 16-bit, and we have 32-bit. Okay, 8-bit is called as byte, 16-bit I'll call it as half word, and 32-bit I'll call it as word. Okay, so in ARM, your 32-bit is a word, 16-bit is half word, and 8-bit is a byte. Okay, so whereas in your 8086, since it is how many bit processor, since it is 16-bit processor. Okay, so 8-bit 16-bit is a word there. Okay, so now where were we? We are here. Okay, LDRB R0 comma square bracket of R1. It means that LDR is same operation, that is load. With that I'll be specifying B. It means that byte. Okay, byte means what? R1 will be maximum of 8 bits. I'll just read out the instruction once again. Please listen to me. If you understand this one particular instruction, definitely I hope so you can cope up with all the rest instruction. Okay. LDR, load register, what it is, who gets what here? R0 gets the value which is located by the register R1, of which only 8 bits will be copied. Why only 8 bits? I am specifying B here. Okay. Did you understand? I hope so. See, if you have understood this instruction, the next instruction you can easily find out. LDRH R0 comma square bracket of R1. It means what? R0 gets the value which the location pointed by R1 of 16 bits, that is your half word. Okay, see, these two instruction holds good for your unsigned numbers. Okay, you have the concept of signed numbers and unsigned numbers, which I have explained in the previous video when I am doing your addressing mode. Okay, so for all unsigned numbers, let's say let's not get deviated from this topic. See, data format for 8 bits or 16 bit. Okay, so what is my thing which I have in ARM? It should be of 32 bit. If it is not of 32 bit, the remaining bits must be added. What is those bit? Depending on the number, if the number is signed number, we add zeros to the remaining bits. If the number is an unsigned number, we just add the MSB bit of that particular number. Okay, so this is what the thing, it's more important. See, this is for signed bits, so this is for unsigned bits. Same for signed bit. LDR with D, I have S. It indicates that it is a signed bit number. it is for both 8 and 16 we have LDR SB and LDR SH. So this is what the concept of load and store instruction. At last I want to tell you with one example. I'll just read out the example. If you have not understood with the previous example, just listen to me again. I'll repeat it. One instruction I'll just read out loudly so that you repeat it again with me. LDR SH R0 comma square bracket of R1. Square bracket means what? It stores the address, that is the location is pointed here. So who gets what? R0 gets the data which the location pointed by R1. How much data it will take? It takes only 16 bits of data from your signed number, that is S is specified here. Why only 16 bit? H is specified here. H represents an half word. Okay. If you have understood the concept of load instruction, I think store instruction will be same. That is the reverse of it. So str R0 comma R1 means what? The value of R0 is being stored at the location pointed by R1. If your R1 is of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, R0 is 2, it will store the value 2 at the location pointed. Let us say somewhere here you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as your address. At this address your 2 will be stored here. Okay, this is what it means. So strb for bytes, okay, half word, okay, for signed byte, okay, and this is for signed half word. Okay, you can just play with any of all these instruction. If you have understood all these instruction, just observe the video, listen to it once again if you have not understood, and I will ask you, please let me know if you are not understanding in the below comment section. Please just tell me that if you are not able to understand, giving few more examples or any suggestions if you would like to give me with this kind of topic. I'd just love to just take up all the suggestions from you people. Okay, so giving a quick brush up, we have studied what is conditional quotes. Conditional quotes are used with every instructions, with I can say all the instructions in ARM. So today in this session we have studied what is data transfer instruction and load store instruction. In data transfer instruction I'll use move with some conditional quotes, and here in load store instruction I have taken load and store, and possible examples I have taken and tried to cover. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, hope so this video find it very useful. All the very best. Bye bye.